Hello, and welcome. My name is Chad Grodi, and this is a presentation on a sandwich sold by Larry's Giant Subs, a popular restaurant right here in Gainesville, Florida. While Larry's boasts a menu of over 34 subs, today we'll be focusing specifically on their tuna salad sub, one of my personal favorites. So without further ado, let's jump right on in. To start off, we will go over the ingredients necessary to make this product. This includes Bumblebee's albacore tuna, Hellmann's real mayonnaise, provolone cheese, and Costano's bread. First is Bumblebee's albacore tuna. This is the main substance of the sandwich and the item that has the longest route from source to table. To help us track the globalization of this input, we will be using Bumblebee's own Trace My Catch feature. With this, we will be able to take the code of a tuna can purchased right down the road and use that to track where the tuna in this area came from. This starts by assuring us that our fish is 100% albacore tuna. We then learn that this input was collected halfway across the world in the South Pacific Ocean. Before it could go from here to our market, however, it had to be processed by a fishing town found in Fiji, where its processing provides jobs for fishermen and villagers. From Fiji, it is then imported into the United States, where it goes to a cannery to be prepared before then being finally shipped out to the local market, in this case, Gainesville, Florida. Along its journey, our tuna passes through regulation by many different policies and organizations, such as the Western Central Pacific Fisheries Commission and the World Trade Organization. Currently, the United States is a principal trading partner of Fiji, with tuna being one of its main imports. This shows the impact the obtainment of tuna for our product and others has on international trade and the global shipment of goods. Next up is our second ingredient, Hellmann's real mayonnaise. This ingredient, while the most used and purchased mayo in the country, is actually the one we can get the least amount of information on. However, the reason for choosing this brand is clear due to the widespread appeal that it has. Additionally, the man and company behind Hellmann's actually got its start in New York, which may be the reason that this New York-themed chain chose this ingredient as well. Our next ingredient, on the other hand, comes from a more local source, and that is going to be the provolone cheese that is used in this sub. The cheese used in our sub comes from Rake's Farms, the same source that's used for many of Larry's ingredients, as both are owned and founded by the Rake's brothers. This one farm actually provides ingredients for all the many restaurants that Larry's has. As their website states, Rake's Farm is focused on being all natural and antibiotic-free, a large part of Larry's identity. The use of this farm also gives Larry's the benefit of vertical integration and more quality control and assurance over their ingredients. Finally, we will be discussing the last ingredient, which is the bread. Larry's ships in bread from Costano's Bakery up in New York for all its locations. This is an international company which bakes bread and sells it frozen to many restaurants. The fact that this bread comes from New York is actually a very important factor, as it contributes to the authentic New York deli vibe that Larry's strives for. This bread, provolone, tuna, and mayonnaise all come together to create the great tuna salad sub that is offered here at Larry's Subs. But what impact does this finalized product have on the community and its surroundings? For starters, let's look at the geography and size of Larry's Giant Subs. The location here in Gainesville is actually one of over 47 locations across the Southeast, placing Larry's as a small but successful franchise that many people do not guess is even part of a chain. This is due to its efforts to provide a neighborhoodly atmosphere while focusing on providing high-quality meats for its customers. This focus has had a profound effect on the choices that the franchise has had to make. One of the main tenets of the restaurant and the ingredients it uses is its commitment to healthy and natural options, which can be seen almost everywhere from its websites to its storefront windows. This was primarily evident in the choices Larry's made for its ingredients earlier in this book. All in all, Larry's stands among the community as a hotspot for college students and Alachua residents alike, creating loyal customers and students who return for their good prices and selection of high-quality ingredients. Larry's effects on the community can be seen by the large amount of participants it has in discount programs such as receipt collecting, or by its prominence in Gator Greenback and student apps such as Pocket Points throughout the last few years. In conclusion, Larry's tuna salad sub is the product of both global and domestic trade. Inputs from around the globe and country come together to affect the lives of residents right here in Alachua County, leaving a profound mark on the community. With that, I would like to thank you for watching and hope that you have an enjoyable rest of your semester. I implore that next time you're out buying your Larry sub, you consider the economic and geographical journey the sub made to get into your hands. Thank you, and that concludes my presentation.